Good evening, everyone. I send you peace and I send you love. We're trying the same app again. Since morning, we tried to fix it, but it's still not going. So the decision now is to just get a technician who is going to fix it. So the only problem of doing it directly like this is always because it's very difficult for me. I don't know for others. It's very difficult for me to be able to invite people on. So that's why I normally prefer this other app, but it's not working now. So we are going to be using what we have. Yes. Today we have a special guest, Josephina. She's a very wonderful sister, and we are going to be discussing about chaotic women, because while we are raising the vibration of the sacred feminine energy, it's also good we touch on some areas that is also very, very important, because the truth is lack of knowledge. Please, Fina, if you are here, you have to write a comment so I can see you're there. Very important. Because lack of knowledge and miseducation from the society have already kind of transformed a lot of people, a lot of women, into something that they are bigger than, into something that is very low to them. And because of that lack of knowledge, many always misinterpret what they really are and how they really, there's the problem. Can I invite you in? This is why I don't try it. It's always difficult. I can just only Gina can see how to invite you. But no problem. I think I will do it alone, because I can't invite you in. This is why I don't do direct Facebook broadcast anymore, because then I can't see invite link. But if you can see it from your side, you can request to join. If you can see the button from your side. Me, I cannot see it. I can see other people now, but I cannot see you. But that's not a problem. We'll keep on trying that. If not, we'll just do it like that. Or you can call me. You can call me on WhatsApp and to share your own view. Meanwhile, if you can send a request link to join, like an invite link, feel free to do that. Why is it very important that we talk about these things today? A lot of women in today's society is a victim of what the society have kind of breed them to become. And when we say chaotic, it's not just women. Humans are chaotic in nature. But we title this topic Chaotic Women because in this page we are focusing on the divine feminine energy. And that is why we title it as Chaotic Women. So when we talk about chaos, why is the nature of a man so chaotic? When I say a man, in this case, I'm talking about the human family in general. I'm talking about the human family in general. What is the chaotic state of these beings? Why is chaos everywhere? Where is the origin of this chaos? To first having the deeper understanding, sorry, Miss Joseph, that we can bring you on. We will definitely look for a way to fix it, and next time we can be able to bring you on. But to start having the deeper understanding of this chaos and how it really affects the human nature, one must first study nature itself. And when you pay close attention to the study of nature, then you have to also expand it more and study the nature of the universe itself. When you now have this basic knowledge of how chaotic the universe is and how chaotic the mother nature can sometimes become, then you will not be so judgmental. You will not be so quick to demonize a man or a woman if they are chaotic. Because then your understanding will be so high. And from the point now you view things is from a complete different paradigm. But when you don't have that basic understanding, please share it. When you don't have that basic understanding, then you are always most quickly to just like, why is this person like this? Why is this person not like this? Why is this one doing it like this? Why is this man so chaotic? Why is she chaotic? Why is he not so chaotic? Why is he so chaotic? Then you will have so many questions that you can never ever be able to answer. But when your deep understanding, your knowledge is open and free, then you can be able to take a deep breath and view it in a more deeper sense. I'm just trying to share it. If you have not done that, please do that now. Yeah. The level of your understanding is very important, because that's what helps you now to really tap into the deep essence of a situation or of a subject. When the level of your understanding is lower than the thing in front of you, then you will always have chaos. Then you cannot really understand how or why are things the way as they are, exactly they are. What am I trying to share with you? if you know that in order for a planet to be born, a gigantic star have to die and explode and create a supernova before there can be a birth of a planet as self, then you will not kill yourself when your grandfather grow old and die. That's one of the examples. Because you might be there. I love this grandpa so much. Why do we have to die? Why do death have to take him? Which death is not real, that's another thing, but that's a separate topic we have dealt with already a lot. You can never understand. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Please help us share it. But when you know that some tree have to fall for them to be able to give birth to their own self again, then when you see a big tree fall, you will not be so sad. Because now you will know, wow, now fungus will come from there, a little tree will come from there, something else will come from there. Then it will be making sense to you. So understanding the chaotic state of the nature and the universe itself will help you now to also understand why human nature is sometimes so chaotic. That will give you peace. Because now you will now know, this is how some things have to be. Some things need to be so. Some things have to be so for some things to come out to existence. Then the paradigm from which you view things from will start shifting. And things will start making more and more sense to you. But when you don't know these things, and you can just only see that there is chaos, and you don't know the origin, the birthplace of that chaos, then you will judge, conclude, conclude. At the end, you can't change that reality. You can't fix it. You can't really do nothing. You can just only sing the same sermon, the same song, and complain, which will never change it. So when we look deep into the chaotic nature of some women today, majority of women, we are focusing on feminine energy. It doesn't mean that men are not chaotic. We are just focusing on feminine energy. You will notice something similar. As a little girl, you were born. Your mama have to tell you what it is like to be a girl. And if your mama, your mother, that is giving you this basic orientation, if she's not conscious of her own self also, then what she will be doing to you is she will just be programming you and reprogramming you. Greetings, General Kenwa. She will just be programming you and reprogramming you and reprogramming you again and again. It will just seems like she loves you, she's trying to help you grow. But in reality, what she's doing is the same old doctrine, the same old belief, the same understanding which have guided her, which is good because that is what guides her. That is the same thing she's passing all over to you. So that's why we not call it a programming. She's just like reinstalling it and updating it on your system. But this same woman who is reinstalling and programming our own child now, the level of our knowledge is very important. If this woman lack self-dignity, if this woman lack normal morals, if this woman lack normal common sense of how to navigate through this ocean of life, it means the daughter now is inheriting that ancestral traumas, that load, that baggage. Because don't forget, as a woman, your daughter is not a separate daughter. It's like a complete duplicate of your own Eden self. So if you are nice as a mother, what the type of woman you are giving birth to is another different type of a daughter. It can be what I call the A type or the B type. What is the A type in this case? It can be the beautiful part and the most precious part of you. And she can also be that dark side of you. You can never tell which one you're giving birth to. You can just only see it after when they are growing. That's why nobody can tell you which one you're giving birth to as a woman. So that A type of you can be an extension of your own magnificent self. That B type of you can be your own karmic blockade that have come to teach you and show you some lessons again. Those are always the rebellious ones anyway. While the A type will just be example as you are. When people see her, they see you. But it's not your fault. Because why? It is a nature of the universe to be chaotic. And out of all this chaos, that is where something comes out from. And one of the things that come out from this chaos is always that thing fresh and new and different. That is why you must be wise to not just put all your attention on the chaos itself, but to view it around, to see the origin and the birthplace of that chaos. Why is it important? Let's just put type A aside and focus on type B. Let's say that's your type B daughter now. From the age of 13, she starts doing drugs, drinking alcohol, going to parties and never come home early, doing things which you the mother never even done, which you the mother never really ever knew. You might be quick to like, oh, you are keeping bad friends, you are keeping bad company, I disown you, I don't like you, you are a disgrace to me, and you push her out. That's very quick for many people to do. But you can also use another approach like, what is behind this trigger? Why will a 13-year-old girl love to drink alcohol so much? Why will a 13-year-old girl party and never like to come home? Why will a 14-year-old girl like sleeping around with countless of men or becoming now even a lesbian or whatever? Why? When you focus on the trigger and don't just allow the attitude of her to be what makes you angry, then you will be permitted to see the hidden fruit, the hidden thing behind that. In most cases, some of that type B daughters, the reason for their chaos is because of your own internal chaos as a mother, which is now reflecting in that manner that they are. You might not agree that you have chaos because you have always been a good girl. You never went around party. You never go around sleeping with different men. So it could not have come from you. But even while you are denying that, you recognize that she come from your womb. And you were there from her childhood to when she have in her puberty age. You have always been there to nurture her, to feed her, to provide for her, to guide for her, to make sure she grow and become, in most cases, like you. But now you are shocked. So many people are so quick to blame the society, which is truth. We also know that the society today is like a hacker looking for minds, emotions to hack and manipulate. So many things out there that can hack your children and transform them into what you will never even know. Your child will just come home and say something to you, you will just shock like, where do you hear this from? You're like, my friend told me in school. Who is that your friend? Who is that your friend? You want to see him or her now? Because you know this is not something a child should be saying or should be talking about. We know all this. Society play 80% role in transforming children to what they become today. But the aspects, we are not just going to let you feel, okay, society says it was not my fault. No. The aspect we are paying attention to now is, as a mother, it is very important that you trust and track the souls that is incarnating through you. Some souls are incarnating, while some are reincarnating. Depends on the journey of the soul that is coming. So as a mother, when you know this is this creature, this is how my spirit connects with her spirits, and this is why she is coming to reincarnate or to incarnate through me as a portal, through me as the gate to this realm. This is what binds me and these souls together. And this is why she, because don't forget, you don't own them. You don't own them. This is what many parents still don't understand. You don't own them. A soul is an independent being. You don't own them. You can partnership and coexist and work together. It doesn't make you own them. Same way you just give birth to them now, their own child will give birth to you again. So it's a cycle. It is a geometry that keep repeating. So they are not your property. You are like a caretaker who is there to play your own part, so that when it gets to your own turn, your own part will also be given to you. That's how it functions. So, as a mother, when you know this is this type of being that is coming and through me, this is my karmic relationship and connection with this being, and this is the reason she's coming now to this earth. This is a mission that she's coming here now to fulfill. When you have those basic knowledge already, you will know how to guide her to grow, to avoid unnecessary chaos. But when you don't know that, and you are so quick to just base everything on society, she had bad friends, her father, you spoiled her, your uncle spoiled you, too much gift, your grandma, you see what you done, you spoiled her. When you are always quick to have a reason that make her spoiled, that makes her disobedient, that makes her not listening to you, then you will lose that chance. First, to have a deep conversation, a dialogue with her. Second, to understand why she's the way she is. Third, to even know how to help her. That's why you see many little girls today, when they're having their first period, many mothers today, they don't even know. They don't have that type of relationship with their own daughter. Google, YouTube, or Facebook friends, or Instagram friends, or even classmates sometimes know first before the father or the mother. So many mothers today cannot even open the door of their daughter, their room. They don't have that type of relationship. She have to stay there until she wants to see her. Meaning she have now her own sacred cycle, which you are completely alien of. I've counseled some mothers already who have to always speak to the friends of their daughter for them to even know what their daughter is thinking and feeling, because their daughter cannot talk to them. That bridge was never built. But this is not a time for blame games. This is time for healing. So as a mother, the chaotic nature of a woman is something that has a lot to do with our own soul journey. It doesn't mean you have to sit down now and cry and regret and say, oh, you don't do it right, you are not a good mother or whatever. No. It means you have to understand that she chose you for a reason. And one of the reasons that makes her choose you, Obota Mamesta, one of the reasons that make her choose you is for you to help guide her through the journey she knew already that she's coming to go through. But if you, who have that obligation that is supposed to guide her, now become our own judge, now want to become our own pastor, now want to become the one telling her, this is the rules, this is not the rule, you fail, you don't fail, then you will lose something. It doesn't mean you cannot give her guidelines. It means you cannot be too strong and harsh with her, and you cannot be too flexible with her. So you have to have a balanced relationship with her, where she can be free to discuss with you. Mommy, I slept with a man last night. He did not use a condom, and now I am scared. If your daughter cannot be so free to have this type of conversations with you, then something is wrong. As I always tell my kids over here, it is only wrong when you don't tell me. That's when the thing is wrong. No matter what it is, you have to say it. I have to know. And when they know and build that security with them, that no matter how heavy the thing is, you know. And when you know, don't mean now that it is finished for them. Trust me, their communications and discussion with you will become so deep. They will not even start telling you the secret of all their friends and what they always do when nobody is there. You will not start knowing things that normally you will never ever hear if you don't have that balanced atmosphere communication with them. But in this case, when a little girl is chaotic, the energy of the mother is playing a role there. And this energy of the mother playing a role now, the energy of our own grandmother is playing a role there. And this energy of our grandmother that is playing a role in the energy of our mother now, the energy of our great-grandmother is playing a role there. Let's just stop in the great-grandmother side. Let's bring her here. This great-grandmother, how sacred and pure was her womb? And what type of knowledge did she pass on to the grandmother? The grandmother, how sacred and pure was her womb? And what type of knowledge did she pass down to the mother? The mother now, how sacred and pure was your own divine womb? And what type of sacred knowledge now are you passing to this daughter? So you have to trace it and see where the missing point is. If you don't trust it and just focus on the subject itself, then you can never have solutions. Because the chaotic state of women we are seeing today, yes, 70% is contributed because of the society, how the society have structured the mind of people and things like that. But the foundation is always that 30% which people don't talk about. Because that 30%, that 30% contribution to that chaos is where the real foundation is. It's where the real problem lies. If that place can be taken care of, all those one society is doing can be fixed so easily. Because why? When the paradigm from which you view things shifts, then you see a different reality. Because why? What we call reality is an illusion. It only depends on the level of your awareness. That's what you see. Okay, if we know that what you see depends on what you have in your mind, then why we don't equip the mind of all these young girls to prepare them, to let them know that, listen, you must meet a toxic man. You must meet a parasite. There is a man out there that must abuse you. I know this will happen to you, so now I want to prepare you for this. You must meet another woman out there that will come and tell you she loves you, and it will look strange to you, like why will a woman love a woman? I know you will see these things tomorrow, so now I want to prepare you. You must meet some friends out there who will tell you whenever they feel angry, they just drink some whiskey, some alcohol, they feel good, that you should come and drink. So you must prepare their mind on what alcohol is and the effect, and also let them try it. Don't stop them. Your duty is not to be the gate man, to be the wall to stop them from these things. No, that's also not your duty. Your duty is to guide them through these things. Let's use alcohol, for example. A 13-year-old girl, curious, and our friends are 14, 15, 16. Curious of what alcohol tastes like. If you are the one that keep fighting her, that no, alcohol is not good, alcohol cannot help you, alcohol can destroy you, blah, 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 you are not helping her. You are just only making her to become more curious of what alcohol is. Same also goes with sexual intercourse. If you are educating your child and you're telling her, no, don't play with boys, don't go close to boys, don't stay with boys, don't stand with boys, don't talk to boys, don't walk with boys, don't do this with boys, don't do that with boys. What you are doing to her is go out there, try boys, stay with boys, test boys, play with boys, hold their pennies, play with it. That's what you're telling her. But you don't know. Because her mind is reversing and tuning whatever you think you are telling her. So when you tell a child, this thing is hot, touch it and see how hot it is. The child might tell you, no, I'm sorry, I don't want to get burnt, I will not touch it. But if you just say, this thing is hot and don't touch it, or you get burnt, the child will like, how hot is this thing? He will first touch it like a little thing. When he see that he don't feel that fire instantly, then before you know, that thing becomes his favorite toy to play with. That's exactly how the attitude of a little girl is. So, for a woman to grow into a chaotic woman, the journey starts from when she's 9 years old. The journey starts from when she's 9 years old. Whatever you keep on feeding that child from 9 years old is very important. Because between the age of 9 to 13, that space right there, that is the only age a woman needs all basic knowledge that she's going to survive with forever. If between 9 and 13, you don't have time for her, you still see her as a little girl, your little baby, who is still a baby, you want to talk, go inside. Don't talk. Shh. She's here. Go. I'm not talking. If you keep on treating her like that, then you will lose now your own special ability to be able to create the knowledge base she's supposed to grow with. Then the society will not sneak in like that thief in the night and now hijack her mind and now teach her things which you are supposed to be teaching her from 9 to 13. Then if after 13 years, now you start having the awareness, she start having a period already. Okay, let me start educating her. It's too late. Because now she will listen to you and she will be balancing everything you are saying based on the knowledge that the society have feed her with. Because what the society have just teach her now becomes the knowledge base which she operates on. So if you don't know this and you still keep on trying to push in a very not holistic way, then she will have no option than to start rebelling against you. Because why? It's not her fault. Why? There is a conflict now going on in her head between what is right and what is normal and what is good. And that conflict that is going on now, the toxic part of it will be nurtured now by her ego, telling her, this is your life, you have to figure it out yourself, which is right. Telling her, this is your life, you have to figure it out yourself. Your father, your mother cannot say it to you. The voice is right, the ego is right. The time you were supposed to lay that foundation, it was not being laid. And now, she has to go through what we call self-adventure, self-exploration. And if our read, if our head, if our soul, if our chi is nice and kind with her, this journey can just take her like 10 years. Which means before she gets to 23, 24, she have already found back her own self. But if there is a lot of karmic load she carried that she had to learn, these things can take her even up to the age of 33 years. Because that's a different cycle. You pick from there, you drop it there from 23 to 33. So anything she don't learn now between 13 to 23, no problem. She will not learn it again until she's like 33. So if she also failed to learn it between 23 and 33, no problem, until she's now 42. So if she failed now to learn it between 33 and 42, no problem, until she arrives at 54. So if she failed to learn it from 54, no problem, until she's pensioned. When she's lucky, sometimes from 60, she can find herself back again. But most times from 54, all she dwells in now is just regret, damage, and she just absorbs. We'll get to that, because why? One of the most heaviest parts in this cycle is, in this chaotic cycle of a woman, is the energy she gets to absorb along the line. Don't forget, that is the 99 contributor that keep on boosting our chaos. Let me just touch that area so quick. From that age of 13 to 23, after she's unleashed, she starts connecting with toxic people, negative people, damaged people, condemned people, souls that are already lost. What happened is, she keep on absorbing all those their energy. Keep on absorbing all those their energy. It means, let me be using words to explain it better. It means if she's in a cycle of people who love alcohol, oh, she swallow alcohol like water, like fish swallowing water. If she's around the cycle of people who love drugs, ooh, she pop pills and never stop popping those pills. If she's around those cycle of people who just love fornication, having sex party, orgies everywhere, oh, she bang everything bangable around the city. If she's around those people who like stealing, who like to just go around and steal, she keep on stealing and picking anything she can just get her hand on. Then if she's around people who are not junkies, but they are drug dealers, oh, she hits the street so hard and starts doing gangster things. So if she's also around people who are so freak and into fashion, that's so crazy about fashions and all this makeup and things like that, then she can just also now from there become a model and go really deep into the fashion world. So whatever cycle she entered from that 13, she absorbed everything. If she's also going deep into cycle of those who love reading, who love to study, then her brain becomes like computer, like machine. Because whatever cycle she slide into, she absorbs it with all of herself. But if she slide into the toxic part, although even if I know some of the toxic side is also important, because why? There are some lessons you have to learn the hard way. I know all those things. But today we are just keeping it open. So if she go deep into those cycles and keep absorbing those energy, while she's 23, she might start reflecting. I'm the little child of that day. Now I'm 23. Why is things going like this? How can I fix myself? If I really want to help her, she will fall sick. Don't forget, sickness, disease, these are the easiest way to revive a soul. So when you see somebody sick, pay attention to what is behind the sickness, not just the sickness itself. Because if she falls sick, bam, something happen, boom, something strong hits her, then it will make her like, wake again, come back to the reality again, and then she can now find her way from there. But if she loses it from 23 and still hits hard, deep into what she's absorbing, then this is what happened. All those toxic men she opened her leg for. Because don't forget, the nature of the vagina is to absorb everything from a man. When I say everything, I mean everything. So she absorbed their frustration, their depression, their failure, their disappointment. She absorbed everything they carry. So if she's the type that go around and fuck around now, so meaning her sexual energy now becomes so toxic and she give birth to her own demon by her own self that keep on sucking all those bloods and life into her, which means now she's feeding a demon she's not even aware of. That is another big problem now for her. Okay, then all those toxic energy she have absorbed now, let's say she now make it stronger to the age of 33. From that age of 33 now, that she want to start reflecting and fixing her damaged self, her chaotic self, those energies she has been busy absorbing all this while will start coming into play. But if she's lucky and she have someone who can really do a deep cleansing for her, then that makes it easier. But if she don't have spiritual knowledge, she's not connected, she's not into all those things, she's just maybe into religion and start going from church to church. That's why check the ladies in church. From 28 to that 35, that area have the highest population of women in churches. This is the reason why. So from that moment now, what she's doing now to herself is she will now start healing, which is a very little gradual process anyway. Start trying to heal now all those toxic energy she have absorbed, which will now make her go deep into a series of depression. When I say series of depression, I mean episode 1, episode 2. Depression is of different level. When it starts, it's keep going until fall off. Yeah, depression is not just depression. Depression have different levels. So the moment she start now from that 33 go into a series of depression, she might still attract something. And you know what she will attract now? What she's most likely, 98% more likely to attract now? Abusive masculine. A toxic man. And the only reason that man is coming to her life now is to beat her. When I say beat her, it doesn't really have to be physically, which most cases, yes, physically also. But Let's just don't make it look so dramatic. Emotionally, psychological torture and emotional torture is more stronger than even a punch itself. And when she gets that man, she will not think, oh, I'm 33 now. This man have come now. Let me try and fix it and do it with him and make sure he fix that missing link within me. Missing link. Bring that word to the table. Missing link. There is no external body, external thing outside of yourself that can ever fix that missing link. The missing link you see is that thing within you that want to grow, that have to come into that space. Not one man or one woman have to come to fix your missing link. That's big mistake a lot of women has always made. So no problem. That man now will come, treat her as trash. Yes, you can make babies if you are lucky. You can breed and make babies. That's not a problem. Those breed and babies you are making now, sometimes it's just to heal the karmic load that connects you and that man. In most cases, they are not even an authentic soul which you are creating. You're just healing past energies. No problem. Good. Thank God your womb's still alive. Okay, good. Now that man will abuse her. We treat her the way a woman is not supposed to be treated normally. And that man now is not really a man. That man is a constant reminder to come and remind her that all you need is to find yourself. And not until you find yourself now as that woman, that man will always molest you. He will always use you. He will always spit on your face. He will do things to you that you can never ever imagine that, oh, you are going through these things. Yes. Even the man will not even know the reason. You know why? His own emotions, his own spirit, everything is being hacked and manipulated by those demons you have given birth to in all these years of your constant self-sabotaging process you have put yourself. So the man, in another sense, is also a victim. But we can go into why he become your victim. That's a separate topic where we go deep into karmic relationship and how you attract some toxic people into your life. But we'll just put that aside. So that man will keep on mistreating you now until you wake up and say, okay, it's time to press the reset button. If you can't make that decision of pressing a reset button, what will start happening to you is your cells, your body, your organs will start breaking down. Every day to be one hospital to another hospital, one pills to another pills. Whenever you are home, everybody's angry because the aura around you already is so toxic. Nobody wants to have anything to do with you. And the only thing you will not have will be some toxic friends like you who wish you will be gossiping now about your family with. And you will think that those people are your friends, care for you, and discussing with you about the situation of your home. No, you just have toxic friends who you are sharing toxic information with that is not even healing your family. It doesn't stop there. If that man found himself, he will just leave you. If he is able to find himself. But if he remains stuck with you, you both will still be in that cycle there. Maybe 2 weeks play, 1 week quarrel, 1 month play, 3 months quarrel, 3 months play, 1 year quarrel, 1 week love making, 6 months no love making. It will always be that same cycle, because you are the same thing attracting the same thing. So nothing better and special can never come out from there. You will just be stuck now to each other. But you both are stuck to each other. It's not really a big concern here. The bigger concern now is you are also breeding your own daughter now. And she's also carrying the same damaged energy from you, which you carry most cases from your mother, which your mother carries some cases from her mother from the grandmother. The same line, the same story is coming. It does not stop there. So from the age of 40-something, all your systems start breaking down already. You see a lot of women, they just pick up with breast cancer. That's always the fastest. And before you know, they have to cut off things from your body. There are different reasons for that. But it doesn't stop there. It does not stop there. I wish it stopped there, then it's okay. It does not stop there. So from 50, now you have option to start everything again. In most cases, the different children you have now in different places, they have grown, which is an advantage. Yes, they have their own struggle now because you are their roots, and the root is not healed, so all of them will just also be struggling anywhere they are in the world. But no problem. From 50 now, normally you have option now to press your reset button and reset your life again. But in most cases, especially those that fail to pursue spiritual journey, in most cases, you become so religious. In most cases, even some will not even go into religion. They will still be in the streets. Old woman behaving like a little girl and things like that. That's a separate thing. But in most cases, they become so religious. And now, your pastor come in. Your reverend come in. Your imam come in. And now be the new usher, the new coach of your life now. Because now you believe God is all you have to look for now. Because that's the only hope left for you. And that's where your pastors now will start making life out of you. You will still be in the same situation. Nothing will still change. You will fast. You will pray. You will do everything. And now, what you have done now is you have become now like that palm tree, which the palm wine tapper has already scratched, which is just having a cup under that scratch now to extract the drop of the juice from that tree. That's what you will become now. Until that, your religious leader now will now suck the remaining life out of you. That's why you see some religious people, they will not even hate everybody. They believe now they are not married to Jesus, they are not married to a God. It's not them and their God. They believe now God, that is all that matters now, because they have used their God now as a canopy, as a blanket to cover their shame and misery. And they are happy to be inside there. They become the favorites in the church. They are always the first to be in the church. They clean the church. They do everything in the church. Any crusader, they want to go there and sweep the floor. They try to do everything to kind of please a fictionary character that they call God that created them. And they believe in so doing that they can find themselves back. Which is okay, that's your belief. So I don't really like going deep into people's belief. But what we are sharing now with you is the chaotic nature of a woman needs to be studied and understood. When you study the chaos itself, then you can always trace it back to something. And if you are a man, don't be quick to just say, this woman is so chaotic. No. If you love her, accept her cares, and together you can both find a way to fix those chaos. You can't say you love a woman, but you cannot be with her because she's so chaotic. Meaning you don't know what is love. You don't even love her. Maybe you just like her body, you just want to sleep with her. That's all you are really interested in. Because when you really love a woman, your presence in her life should transform, if not completely, but at least make an impact in that life. That's why love is. But if you are also very chaotic and toxic to yourself, and you as a man, and you now meet a woman who is also very chaotic and toxic to herself, then that is not love, that is nothing, that is just a karmic blockade that is pulling both of you together, and you both now need healing. That's just how it is. So the chaotic nature of a woman have her own journey that must be followed. Our guest could not come aboard today, so that's why I just have to do it. Normally the plan was to bring her on board so she can also, but I have to cover that space. I just have to cover the space. So I thank you all. I think it's more than 1 hour already. So I thank you all. I will be wishing you all a very nice day ahead. And I want to use also the medium to thank everybody for sharing the page. The page is growing. I checked this evening, it was like 700 or something. Like I was like, okay, so fast. So I thank you all, and please keep sharing it and tag your friends and family. Please hold on. I think our guest is the one that called me now. Hello. Hello. Good evening. If you want to talk to me, please, you have to lower the volume over there. Yeah, no problem. No problem, because I've already seen it, and that's not a problem. For today, we have already do what we have to do, and another time we will do that. Yeah. Meanwhile, at the same time, I will keep on. Yes, that will reschedule it. At the same time, I will keep on trying to master this app, because me, when it comes to technology, I don't know nothing. So my plan is to look for a technician who will just come to the house and set it up and like fix it. Yeah, I have to look for one of these German guys who are IT wizard. And yeah, thank you so much, and thank you. We'll reschedule everything. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I wish you a nice evening. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. Okay. Yeah, I will do it another time. Because I want to be bringing more people in. Oh, Canada blessing. Good evening. How is the family? How are the children? Thank you, my king. Okay, thank you too. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. I wish everyone a beautiful, nice evening ahead. And please share with friends, share with family, share with everyone. Yes. And bye-bye for now. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.